We begin our report with the prisoner swap between the United States and Venezuela. 10 Americans and a fugitive wanted by U.S. authorities have been released from Venezuelan custody. In exchange, the Biden administration is releasing Alex Saab, a close ally of Venezuelan President Nicolás Maduro. Senior officials say Qatar helped broker the prisoner swap, which took months to negotiate. Ed O'Keefe leads off our coverage from the White House.
President Biden tonight heralding a deal that caps 7 months of talks to get back detained Americans.
We have no higher priority than the release of detained and/or hostage Americans being held hostage.
Among the released, Avon Hernandez, a public defender from Los Angeles who'd been detained since March 2022. Before his release, Hernandez sent a letter to the president asking for help and recorded this audio message obtained exclusively by CBS News.
There's nothing I want more than my own liberty and the liberty of my fellow brothers and sisters who are currently being held in captivity with me.
Also coming back to the U.S., Leonard Francis, widely known as Fat Leonard, who'd been awaiting sentencing for overseeing one of the most brazen bribery conspiracies in the U.S. Navy's history before escaping last year. A former military contractor, he pleaded guilty to bribing Navy officers in exchange for classified information and for overcharging the military by millions. In exchange, the U.S. sent back Alex Saab, someone close to Maduro accused by U.S. prosecutors of money laundering on behalf of Maduro's government. The president defended that move tonight.
Why is it okay for the U.S. to be negotiating with the Maduro government and sending back people in Justice Department custody?
It's okay because we're freeing American people who are held illegally, and we made a deal with Venezuela that they'll hold free elections. So far, they've maintained their requirements.
In Venezuela, Maduro embraced Saab and claimed his friend had been physically and psychologically tortured.
Ed O'Keefe joins me now from the White House. Ed, there's always criticism after these kinds of prisoner deals. What's the criticism President Biden is facing in the wake of this news?
Bipartisan concern tonight, John, that the president did this in secret. Robert Menendez, a Democratic senator from New Jersey, a senior member of the Foreign Relations Committee, said it was a disgrace that this happened because it could embolden Maduro. Florida Republican Senator Marco Rubio, another senior member of the Foreign Relations Committee, no friend of the Maduro regime, has faced death threats from that country, also dismissed this deal, saying that it perhaps gives too much power to Maduro. But notably, the families are quite happy about this. That's understandable. One of the mothers of one of the detained Americans in her statement tonight thanked U.S. officials and called the State Department office that deals with hostage affairs a group of, quote, rock stars.
Ed, this is just one of 1,000 issues this president has to manage, but it's such a tricky one. Explain the U.S.-Venezuela relationship and how this deal fits into the larger issues the president has to deal with.
Well, let's begin with the big one that we've been discussing for weeks ad nauseum, immigration. Where are most of those crossing the border illegally coming from these days? Venezuela. They're escaping economic and political turmoil. The U.S. has a vested interest in trying to stabilize that country and ensure its economy and its government can be rebuilt in a way that encourages people to stay. So that's part of it. The other is, of course, it is an oil-producing nation. Next to us, the most productive in the hemisphere, but it's been facing sanctions. Venezuela would love to be able to sell that on the open market. The U.S. has been dabbling with that possibility ever since the conflict in Ukraine began and sanctions were put on Russian oil. But there's got to be changes in Nicolás Maduro's government in order to make that happen. So that's why you're hearing criticism from some saying you shouldn't be negotiating with him. But the Biden administration turns around and says we've got real-world immigration and potential economic issues that Venezuela could help address if only we could get their government and their society to a point where it's worth re-engaging them.
Ed O'Keefe at the White House. Thank you so much, Ed.